During the Great Depression, people were forced to get creative with their food. But what were the go-to snacks for people trying to make the most out of limited resources? From humble ingredients like buttermilk to inventive creations like potato candy, here are 10 cheap Depression-era snacks that faded into history but played an important role in keeping families fed when times were tough. During the Great Depression, buttermilk became a staple because it was affordable and nutritious, helping families get essential nutrients despite hard times. This tangy liquid was a byproduct of butter churning, a common practice in the 1920s and 30s when many households made their own butter. Each batch of butter naturally produced buttermilk, packed with vitamins and minerals, which supported families' health when food was scarce. Households embraced a waste not, want not mindset, using every part of the food that they could. Even families who didn't churn their own butter could often get buttermilk from local creameries, sometimes at no cost. Buttermilk added flavor and nutrition in the kitchen, enhancing the variety of dishes. It was a popular ingredient in soups, biscuits, and pancakes, making them fluffier and tastier. For many, buttermilk wasn't just a drink, but a crucial ingredient that helped meals go further and kept families well fed during difficult economic times. Buttermilk's versatility in the kitchen paved the way for other affordable hearty dishes, like cream chip beef, that nourished many during tough times. Cream chip beef is a simple and affordable dish that first appeared in eastern Pennsylvania Dutch country, New Jersey, and the Mid-Atlantic region. It is made from dried, salted beef and became popular for its ease of preparation. To make this dish, melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a pot on medium heat. Add 2 tablespoons of flour and stir to create a roux. Slowly whisk in 1½ cups of milk until the mixture boils and thickens. Next, add 8 ounces of dried beef, such as Hormel brand, and stir it into the creamy mixture. Serve over toast for a filling meal. During World War I and especially World War II, cream chip beef on toast became a U.S. military staple. Soldiers affectionately nicknamed it SOS, which stood for SH on a Shingle, or Save Our Stomachs, as it provided a quick and hearty meal that was easy to prepare on the battlefield. Much like cream chip beef, Hoover stew also emerged as a simple, budget-friendly meal designed to sustain families through hard times. Hoover stew was a meal named after President Herbert Hoover during the Great Depression, a time when many people were struggling and living in temporary communities known as Hoovervilles. Soup kitchens became essential, and Hoover stew referred to a basic, affordable soup made from simple ingredients. A common recipe began with boiling a 16-ounce box of pasta, like macaroni or spaghetti. While the pasta cooked, hot dogs were sliced into round pieces. When the pasta was nearly done, it was drained and returned to the pot. Then sliced hot dogs, 2 cans of stewed tomatoes, and 1 can of corn or peas, including their liquid, was added. The mixture was brought to a boil, then left to simmer until the pasta was fully cooked. Corn or peas were the typical choices, but any low-cost canned vegetable could work as a substitute. Hoover stew was a filling dish made from cheap ingredients to help people get by during tough times. Next, let's explore another Depression-era staple, Johnny Cakes, a versatile and budget-friendly dish that brought comfort to many. Johnny Cakes, made from cornmeal, were a popular and inexpensive snack during the Great Depression. Cornmeal was a common ingredient in many kitchens because it was cheap and easy to get. These cakes, also known as Johnny Cakes, were simple to make, needing just a few ingredients like cornmeal, water, and salt. This made them a quick and affordable meal for families who were struggling financially. Johnny Cakes could be cooked on a griddle or in a skillet, so they were easy to prepare even without an oven. They were usually served hot and could be enjoyed with a little butter or syrup if available. The outside of the cakes was slightly crispy, while the inside remained soft, creating a satisfying texture. These cakes were not just practical, but also comforting. They could be eaten for any meal of the day, from breakfast to dinner. After exploring the comfort of Johnny Cakes, let's now dive into another Depression-era dish that brought nutrition from nature, dandelion salad. During the Great Depression, people looked to nature for free and healthy food. One example of this was the dandelion salad. Dandelions, which many see as weeds, were picked from fields and gardens to make a nutritious and low-cost meal. The leaves of the dandelion plant are full of vitamins A, C, and K, as well as minerals like iron and calcium. This made them a great option for families who wanted to add to their meals without spending money. Making a dandelion salad was easy. People would pick the dandelion greens, wash them well, and mix them with some olive oil and vinegar. Sometimes, other ingredients like onions or hard-boiled eggs were added to make the salad tastier. The slightly bitter flavor of the dandelion leaves was balanced with the tangy dressing, making the salad both flavorful and good for you. Dandelion salads were not just a food from the Depression era. They have been enjoyed for hundreds of years, especially in Europe. Now that we've explored a wild foraged meal, let's move on to another Depression-era staple, the ever-popular Spam. Canned meat product was introduced by Hormel Foods in 1937. It became popular quickly because it was easy to store and lasted a long time, making it a practical food during the Great Depression. Spam is made from pork shoulder and ham, mixed with salt, water, sugar, and sodium nitrite. The mixture is cooked in the can, allowing it to be eaten directly from the tin or cooked for extra flavor. Spam's popularity grew during World War II when the U.S. military sent millions of cans to soldiers overseas, giving them a reliable source of protein. This helped Spam reach a global audience, especially in places like Hawaii, Guam, and the Philippines, where it is still loved today. Spam's low price and flexibility made it a common food in many households. People used it in various ways, such as frying slices for breakfast or adding it to casseroles and sandwiches. It became a beloved food for its convenience and taste. Let's turn our focus to another iconic food from the Depression era, Kraft macaroni and cheese, a true staple. Kraft macaroni and cheese, also called Kraft Dinner in Canada, was introduced in 1937 during the Great Depression. The product became popular quickly because it was cheap and easy to make. At just 19 cents per box, it promised to feed a family of 4, which was a big help during tough times. The meal includes dried macaroni pasta and a packet of processed cheese powder, which can be mixed with milk and butter to create a creamy dish. Its success was partly due to its long shelf life, making it a reliable food to keep in the pantry. During World War II, Kraft macaroni and cheese became even more popular because of food rationing. 2 boxes could be bought with 1 rationing coupon, making it a practical choice for many families. By 1943, 80 million boxes were sold, showing how widely loved it had become. Over the years, Kraft macaroni and cheese has changed with new varieties and flavors, but it remains a favorite comfort food for many people. Much like Kraft macaroni and cheese, hearty soups offered a simple, cost-effective solution to feeding families during tough times. During the Great Depression, soups became a popular meal because they were easy to make and could stretch limited ingredients. People used whatever they had available, such as leftovers and scraps, to prepare these soups. This made them an affordable option for families who struggled to put food on the table. Typical soups from this time included vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and onions, which were cheap and easy to find. Beans or lentils were sometimes added for extra protein. If people were lucky, they might have a little bit of meat or a ham bone to add flavor to the broth. The best thing about these soups was that nearly any ingredient could be used. A common soup was navy bean soup, made with dried navy beans, water, and available vegetables. Another was potato soup, which needed only a few simple ingredients, like potatoes, milk, and butter. These soups were filling and offered comfort and warmth during tough times. In addition to hearty soups, another pantry staple that provided both nutrition and versatility during the Great Depression was peanut butter. Peanut butter, which was introduced in the late 19th century, became an essential food during the Great Depression because it was cheap and packed with calories. Made by grinding roasted peanuts, it offered a nutritious and energy-packed option for people who needed affordable food. Peanut butter is high in protein, healthy fats, and important vitamins and minerals, making it a valuable food during hard times. One reason peanut butter was so popular is because it was easy to use in so many ways. People spread it on bread to make simple sandwiches, which were filling and inexpensive. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches became a classic, combining the protein from peanut butter with the sweetness of jelly. It was also used in a variety of recipes, from cookies to sauces, adding both flavor and nutrition. The long shelf life of peanut butter made it a reliable item to have in the pantry. It didn't need to be kept in the refrigerator and could be stored for long periods without going bad. In addition to peanut butter's versatility, another creative use of simple ingredients during the Great Depression was potato candy. It was a unique treat that became popular during the Great Depression. Made from simple ingredients like mashed potatoes, powdered sugar, and peanut butter, it was an inventive way to use leftover potatoes, which were cheap and easy to find at the time. To make this candy, mashed potatoes are mixed with a large amount of powdered sugar until it has a dough-like texture. This mixture is then spread with creamy peanut butter. The candy is rolled into a log and cut into pinwheel shapes. Despite its name, it does not taste like potatoes at all. Instead, it has a sweet flavor from the powdered sugar and the rich taste of peanut butter. Potato candy is believed to have been introduced by European immigrants, particularly those from Germany, who brought similar recipes to America. It became especially popular in the Appalachian region, where it was enjoyed by many families looking for affordable treats during tough times. Thanks for joining us on this look back at the unique thrifty snacks that got people through tough times. Which of these Depression-era treats would you like to try today? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting throwbacks. And we'll see you in the next video.